Hello. We're going to do some sample readings here. I think I want to do three card spread using various decks. I got a few decks on my table here. Aquarian, the Gypsy Terry Sagini, I think it's pronounced Sangini, Rider-Waite, and both of my versions of the. I have both versions here though of my deck: Tarot Marseille by Patishi, Black Keys edition, and the standard deck. So I don't know which ones I'm going to use here first. But I wanted to talk about, you learn from teaching, and you also learn by just talking about different things with different people. And our last Zoom meeting, I mentioned at the end of that Zoom meeting, how I would suggest people to, if you're learning the tarot, to not focus so much on learning the meanings of the cards as much as learning the application first. And I think that's something we don't really do much of. We usually spend most of our time, we buy our deck of tarot cards. The first thing we do is look at the cards, and we look at what the cards mean, and we study that. And we really put a lot of focus into that. And I really think, and then we don't, there's not much focus on the application and why it works and what you're doing with the cards. So I think you'd be better off reversing that. I mean, most people didn't start out that way. I didn't, but I would say if I was going to relearn this now, the first thing I would want to look into is the application and why it works, and how to do it, how to do a card reading, and what you're doing when you're doing a card. Then going in and learning the cards, or learning them at the same time. I think you'd be better off that way. So we're going to talk a little bit about card spreads as I'm doing a 3-card spread. But I would like to mention that I really don't think the deck you're using, is it really that important to use one specific deck over another, outside of the fact it's what you like? No, I don't think it is. They all work just as effective. Each deck has a 6 of swords, each deck has a hermit card, each deck has 78 cards. It's just the artwork that's on them and how they look. And so whatever deck you like is what's a good deck for you to use. And that's that. I also wanted to mention Bare Bones Tarot, my newest release, came out beginning of the year. Paperback, like all my books. Amazon just started coming out with hardcover service of offering hardcover for your books. I publish with Amazon, and so they now have Bare Bones Tarot is now available in hardcover. This band you're seeing is just because it's a proof book for me to make sure it's right. It's the same exact book. It's just as a hardcover now. And I okayed it. It's ready to go. It's for sale right now if you want a hardcover book. They did a nice job with the binding. It's a nice quality book. But if you're like me, if you like a book, having the paperback is great for, you can beat the hell out of a paperback. But if you really like the book, you want to be able to put it on your bookshelf as a hardcover copy. And I'll be doing the same thing in time with Essential Tarot and Genius of the Tarot, my first and second book that I wrote. And those will probably be the 3 that are available. Right now, the only one available hardcover is my last book, Bare Bones Tarot, not Roadhouse Reader. That's just a little pamphlet to put in your book bag, your tarot bag when you're doing readings. It's just a little reference book. This I'm not going to make hardcover. That's the last thing I did. But by the way, if you bought it in August and you noticed that the 4 court cards, I mentioned this in about 5 videos now. If you bought that book, the Roadhouse Reader, in August, the court cards shows extra keyword meanings you can use on the right-hand page of each court card. Those are wrong. Those are the extra keyword meanings for the aces, not the knights, pages, queens, and kings. So if you bought that, you'll see that that's wrong in August. It's right. It's been right since beginning of September. But if you did buy in August and it's wrong, email me at tarotmaps@gmail.com. I'll have a link below to my website, and you can contact me there too. Just tell me you bought the book in August and it's wrong. If it's something that you see an issue with, more than happy to send you a free copy, and we'll take care of it that way. Otherwise, you could just use the main keywords are there for those 4 core cards above the title. And so they're fine. The book's fine other than those 4 pages. But anyway, Bare Bones Tarot is now available in hardcover and softcover. So whatever you like, it's there for you. But looking at the cards, starting out by reading cards, keep in mind, if you want to know the cards and look at those and learn the meanings, that's fine. But I would also keep in mind, really want to learn that application and what it is you're doing with those cards. And I think it helps you with your learning as you go forward with things, understanding what it is you're doing. And I go into that in detail with Bare Bones, as well as Essential Tarot. And I go into it quite a bit with Genius of the Tarot too, but I'd say Essential Tarot and Bare Bones is your best bet with that. Anyway, we'll get started. The next Zoom meeting is going to be, next tarot gathering, which is a Zoom meeting, will be October 12th. And you can get a link to that right at tarotmaps.com as well. Go to tarotmaps.com, go to in the menu, you see tarot gatherings, and just go there and there's a link right to the Zoom meeting. So October 12th and 12 o'clock Chicago time, 12 o'clock noon. All are welcome. It's becoming a real good place to learn about the tarot. You have people asking ideas that are just getting started. You have a lot of pros in there, very happy to share their ideas, and you'll hear a wide range of different things there. So we just talk. I'm trying to structure it in some way where it's a little bit more, has some kind of order to it, but really we're having such a good time in there. And that's the main thing. But there's a lot of information in those. And I record all those Zoom meetings too. So there's over a year of them now. And you can go to my channel, you'll see the Zoom meetings are there in the playlists. And you just go after one right after the other, all recorded. So if you're working on something you can't make it, you want to see what we talked about, go right ahead and just see the YouTube afterwards. Anyway, I'll put the overhead camera in and we'll get started here. 3 card spreads, different decks, and talking a little bit about the importance of what a card spread is really doing. We start. All right, here we go. I'm using my tarot map, my tarot mat. That's available on tarotmaps.com as well, if you like it. Nice rubber back, 16th inch thick, and it's a nice little mat, 24-inch square. I want to start with the Rider-Waite deck. And that's the one everybody's very familiar with. And I don't use reverse meanings, which a lot of you already know that, but in case you were wondering. But I want to talk about the positions of a card spread. We're going to do a 3-card spread here. That's what I'm doing here today with these 3-card spreads. Usually 3 card spread is usually past, present, and future. And that's what we'll go with. But the card positions, you never see them on your table, but they're very important. Because you never really see them, you don't really think about what that really is, other than a place to lay a card. But it's more than just a place to lay a card. These positions are the question. And they're there on the table before we start a reading. If I say I'm going to do a 3-card spread, I know that means past, present, and future, standard 3-card spread. And those are questions that are on my table now, but I don't see them. My past on this issue, the present on this issue, and the future on this issue. Those are things we're looking into about this particular issue, whatever it happens to be. The card that is laid into the past, into the present, and into the future, really what these are these are suggestions for answers to those positions. So the position is a question. The card laid into it is a suggestion for an answer. And we get ideas from the card as far as suggestions for answers, get ideas and suggestions. And this is how we find new answers to these questions we're looking into. Again, for presence right here, we don't see it. The present situation on this issue, the card laid into it answers that, or gives us something to look into that might be significant as far as the present situation. As far as the future goes, opportunities to come in the future. This is the future. We don't see it. That's a question. What about the future on this issue? Here's a suggestion with a card to an answer to that question. For past, present, and future. Seeing we never see this card spread on the table, we don't give it much thought. A lot of people think that's just a spread to show where the card is placed. And the card represents the past, the present, and the future. I don't see it that way. Past, present, and future is on the table right now. I'm doing a 3-card spread. This is an answer or suggestion for an answer, and an answer. So these are just suggestions. They're ideas, something to look into. What's something new to look at here about this issue? And this is how we find ideas. And new ideas are predictions. So they haven't been done yet. So we are looking into the future. Past, present, and future. 3-card spread's a good spread to learn how to read fluently. What I mean by that is just as you're laying cards out, you're talking. A big change happened in the past here that you're still going through right now in the present. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. But I do see you overcoming those obstacles with the 6 of Swords. Keep going in the direction you're going into. I see you moving on in better ways. Take heart that things haven't changed yet, but don't let that discourage you. They will in time. If you keep persevering, you'll overcome these obstacles. Creative situations allowing you to make a choice on a king, a particular person, or make a choice on something that you want to learn about. In the beginning with the Ace, it's going to make things a lot more stable and a lot more routine, predictable in your present, allowing things to happen that's going to show you a lot more knowledge, a lot more information to come. Advancing forward, again, doubles again here. 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords. Advancing forward, it might be taking a long time here to advance on this issue, but take heart. You will attain what you're looking for after some hard work. with the Nine of Swords. This is where keywords really help a lot with forming a message with cards. We'll do one more. Another completion. A completion here is putting you on a new path. And I see you being able to rest and relax in the future here on this situation. It will be accomplished. You'll get what you're looking for because of this completion. So something had to change. Something had to get this, whatever happened that allowed this completion to happen is opening up a lot of doors for you with the Page of Swords as in the present. And you're going to be able to sit back and enjoy what you've done in the future because of this. This is the Rider-Waite deck. Again, the deck doesn't really make much difference. If you're using keywords for meanings, they all work. All the decks work. Gypsy Sanguini deck, if I'm pronouncing that right. Shuffle the cards. Past, present, and future. King of Wands, something you've learned in the past is opening up a lot of mystery that was created. Now that's starting to come open. It's starting to be revealed to you. And things will become accomplished and completed as you move forward. A new path with the Page of Cups is putting a lot of light on the subject with the Sun. Advancing forward on this situation with good progress. Vague direction in the past with the Moon card. But I do see things, a lot of guidance coming your way right now. This could be from a person or just things you've come across and attained yourself. It's going to allow for a lot more confidence in what you're trying to do, a lot more ability with the Seven of Swords. Gypsy Tarot, Sanguini deck. I use my deck, Tarot Marseille by Batishi. This is a standard deck. Right now, if you buy the standard deck, both the backgrounds look like this now. This is an old version. This stood out more nicer on the mat than this to me. They both work. They both work, and they both look nice on the mat. But I like this better. So my Black Keys edition and the original version of my deck are both this background now. My standard deck, the backgrounds are all common. And the Black Keys edition, the major arcana are black backgrounds, and that's what the difference is. Past, present, and future. Three aspects of a question we're looking into. Can those be changed to something else, or is the three card spread always got to be past, present, and future? No, you could do something else with it. You could change those positions to something else if you like. I like to use strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. Strengths is you've been able to overcome a lot of hardship, a lot of obstacles with the Tower card. Weaknesses, you don't have lack of knowledge here. You need to know more about what you're doing. Opportunities, I see a lot more understanding as you move forward with this, with the Queen of Wands. Strengths, able to take action. You're able to make moves on this. Nothing's really holding you back. Weaknesses, a lot of changes going on right now, a lot of disruption with the Five of Pentacles. Nothing's really set into place yet right now. Might be time to, but you might want to take this weakness and look at it and say, I'm going to move slowly because things are changing all the time with this. When things become a little bit more stable, it'll be a little bit easier to make changes and accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. Opportunities. I do see, again, another card. It's a Seven of Swords here. I see being able to move forward in very positive ways with a real feeling of what you're doing. You know what you're doing here. Move slowly and cautiously with the Five of Pentacles. You could take action, sure, but don't move too quick. Too many changes going on day by day here. But I do see you, if you move slowly and carefully, I see things moving in a very positive way and you having a good frame of mind about what you're doing. Strengths, the ability to overcome obstacles, take on challenges and get things right. Weaknesses, starting something new is very hard for you to do. People don't like new situations. You're not familiar with this, it makes you uncomfortable. Don't worry about making mistakes. You don't know what you're doing with this yet. There's nothing wrong with that. Opportunities. I see you having a clearer understanding, an opportunity to understand the situation more and a better frame of mind, better peace of mind, happier about things as you move forward. The ability to be happier and have a lot more understanding about what's going on as things move forward. Maybe you don't understand it all right now, but you're still trying to overcome a lot of obstacles here with this. You will understand more as you move forward with this. Don't be worried about going down paths you don't know anything about right now. It's okay. As you move forward, you will understand more. Again, major arcana, common backgrounds, parchment background looking paper. All the cards are the same on this. The backgrounds are all the same on this deck. That is the green box. Tarot Maasai Bapetishi. Black box. Tarot Maasai Black Keys Edition by Bapetishi. Is what we're going to use next. Same exact deck. Minors are the same, exactly the same as the other deck. It's just the majors are black background, white border, white titles. It makes the majors stand out a little bit more. People like this deck. So I thought I'd throw it out there too. Ace of Cups. Strengths. You're in a good position to take on new situations right now. Nothing's really holding you back. Opportunities. Hard for you to make decisions right now. Too many things are limiting you with the Lover card. But I do see opportunities to make completions and have an ending, a good ending, and resolving the issues as they come up and you take things on. These new beginnings, you will be able to finish what you start. You will be able to do that. Careful with your decisions. Think about them. That's a weakness for you. Making the right choice right now. Another ace, back-to-back ace here. Ace of Pentacles. Strengths, new beginnings again. It's okay. You can do new beginnings. Not hard for you to do. Opportunities, things are hard for you. It's hard for you to get the ball rolling here with stability with the Four of Wands. Things are very stable. They're not moving. Overcoming that, rearranging the furniture, disrupting things is what you got to try to do. Break out of this routine that you're in. Opportunities to take action in positive ways with the Knight of Pentacles. Overcoming obstacles. Seeing things for what they really are is a weakness for you right now with the Justice card. Make sure you look at things carefully. You might not be seeing things correctly. Opportunities to take on these challenges that you initially looked at. The things you want with your strengths, I do with the Six of Wands, I do see you getting with the Six of Cups. The opportunities will be there. Make sure you're seeing things correctly with the Justice card in the weaknesses. Last, I'm going to go with the Aquarian deck. Strengths. Queen of Swords. You face things that are not easy to face. You take these challenges on. You know what has to be done, and you're doing it. Weaknesses. Lovers card again. Hard to make choices right now. Don't let your heart rule. Think things out. Rational thinking with the Queen of Swords. Don't let the heart get in the way too much as you make these choices. Confidence when you see things start to grow, when you see things start to happen. I see your confidence coming around. You know you're on the right track. In a good position to take on changes with the Page of Cups, another page. It's hard to finish what you started here with the Ten of Swords. There's things holding you back from finishing the situation, getting things resolved. Any little thing you can resolve it with this issue, even if it's just details. Think of it as a bunch of small fires, put them out one at a time. Opportunities for a whole new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. New path will bring on new situations, new opportunities. But you got to finish, you got to resolve certain things here that are hard for you to complete. Certain things need to be resolved in order for you to move forward. You'll know what those are. Two of Cups. Right now, everything's there for you to look at and make the right decision. And you have the ability to do that, and that's your strength. This could also be an ally with the Two of Cups as a strength. Weaknesses. You could be fooled easily by the Magician. Don't be distracted by outside influences. Stick to your thinking, your original plans, your immediate influences around you. This could be a person, or it could be your own thinking. Stick to that. Don't look at things you don't really know much about, or there's a lot of gray areas in with the Magician card. I see you're getting strong guidance from yourself and maybe even from others as you move forward here with the Hierophant card. This is the opportunity. This will come to you. You got to watch for it. When you see it, grab it. Be able to make choices. Another two. We had Two of Cups. Now I'm back to back with the Two of Swords. Able to make the right choice. It's hard for you to come up with new ideas, though, with things. Use your imagination. The Emperor, opportunity to manifest ideas into realities is there for you. Keep an eye out for it. Use your imagination. That's your weakness. You can make the right choices. Maybe what's holding you back is your fact you're not looking at new approaches to this. The Aquarian deck. The box. Anyway, I hope you like that. And keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon.